You know what they say, don't judge the book by its cover. I beg to differ. This is most definitely the chapter I wasn't expecting from the last week cliffhanger, though it only suggests that we have to go through with Larcade Dragneel before entering the other two powerhouse members. In fact, this chapter pretty much certifies this character as not as grand as others, unless he has more tricks on his sleeve. This chapter was odd. There were good moments, since this chapter was a setup chapter, more or less. It would seem like Wendy joining in the battle with Urza against Irene is a good touch, since it would lower the impact of Urza doing all the work alone. I still remain skeptical on how the procedure will go down. It is disappointing that her reveal is on pause due to this chapter's nature shifting to something bizarre. It was a nice added on to build a tension of everyone's stamina is wearing thin. Hopefully it could play a role, leaving a suspenseful atmosphere. It has an essence of creating the long period of a war can really tire them out before they can reach to the main villain. That all said, this chapter wants to take a turn to a different mood set, and it was definitely the case of ecchi. Well, more so than before. Larcade shows up like a holy spirit, leaving an impression of something drastic is about to happen. I can't say he's not strong, but the first real impression is just wacky. While it makes sense to his character, the idea of presenting pleasure for everyone is comical, but not what we needed. It is pretty apparent that the idea is to showcase more fan service moments through the visual of notable female characters feeling so good. What? It's like reading Soma after eating a food, only it happens just because. Supposedly it only works on the ones who are non-virgins. At least that's the way I got out of it. It has a sense of comedy, but it just feels awkward in the end. Not only is happening in a war, but it takes away from the rush that we had from the last chapter to see who Irene is. And the mood was dark. I understand this is the nature of fairy tale. However, it is moment like this that was placed in the wrong time. It's not animated, thankfully, but it's equivalent to hearing them having their time of their life. Again, the female characters are highlighted strongly for us to get some love for fan service. It was only funny for a second, and with Gildars, I like his expression, that was just funny. But after that, all the effort goes to the poses just for the sake of fan service is obviously what it's targeting on. The art is pretty good for the sake of this chapter. I mean, I appreciate some of the feels they express. They are pretty authentic, but yeah, I don't think I want to describe any further than that. You can appreciate that Mashima is ready to create the next stage of pleasure. I seriously need to recall his older work Rave was anything like this. At the very least, the ending left on a decent note. Kagura stepping in after Yukino was about to have the time of her life. That's something wrong. The match between Larcade and Kagura could be interesting, though a bit odd since I wasn't expecting this matchup. With all due respect, I don't know she is qualified to take out supposedly among top 3 Springer members, because it could only tell me that Larcade is no big deal. It left me in an iffy feeling, but it's too early to call. Plus, he is the son of Seraph, which snuck in really at the last moment. Not sure if that's even completely true. There will be people that will hate this chapter for its awkward turn after settling with grim and dark nature. I can't say this chapter was terrible, but it felt like it was needlessly done to show fan service. Sure, it was a bit comical that Larcade was giving everyone pleasure, at least the non-virgins, but because it stretched out the time of the chapter, as well as not much happened, it was something that could have been avoided easily. I don't hate it because it's fan service, but I don't find it necessary. Not enough to be entertaining alone. I'm giving this chapter a 6. Perhaps the next chapter will be more suitable for everyone to appreciate the series. Granted, fan service is no stranger, though I think it's best to hold it off later rather than do it for the heck of it. At least it left some decent tidbits. I don't know how Larcade is the son of Seraph, since I don't recall him swinging around after Mavis, but who knows. The chapter was sturdy enough as it is, but at least we know who isn't a virgin. That's a development. Yeah, my thoughts are told. Don't let yours on hold. Leave a comment below. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this and want more of this, subscribe to my channel and my world will be yours to stay. Until next time, take care.